Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all Zambians. Today we've got one important aspect that we will discuss as North Voltage Engineering Limited of Zambia, and also the brand carriers for Noveng Z Power inverters and other products. On the 15th of December, load shedding of 6 hours per day will actually begin in Zambia, which has been necessitated by the problem of water levels that we have at Kariba Dam. So today, as your engineering team, specialists in solar power and backup systems, we come to you to discuss what actually is the impact of these 6 hours of load shedding on Zambians, and also some of the things you need to know on energy before the 15th of December to make an informed decision. So come with me. So 6 hours of load shedding. What does it actually mean for us as Zambians? The first obvious case is no electricity, no energy, and a disruption to the normal life that we have. When will be the times of load shedding? The schedule is yet to come out, meaning that we can have load shedding in the morning, load shedding in the afternoon, load shedding in the evening. So, which means if it's in the evening, we've got darkness, no lighting. It's dark in our bedrooms, it's dark outside, no TV, the phones might go off or be cut from communication. What is the way forward? We have to look at the alternative sources that are there for cooking, for lighting, for charging of phones, for using of the laptop, and also for security aspect. So we can either go with a standby system or a solar system. By standby system, it means we have an inverter and batteries, and we are able to charge our storage when we have got normal utility energy coming through. Then we are able to use what we've stored in our storage system during the times when there is load shedding. And then a solar system is a complete set of an inverter, batteries, and solar panels, which will be able to provide energy for charging of the system and also provide you with energy during the day in case you lose power during the day, there's sunlight, and also you have got storage. So this gives you energy also. So the two systems depends on which options you go for and what are the options that are there. So we look at the first step. What is the first step that we have to look at? We must look what are the critical or essential loads that we must look at. Is it a TV? Is it a decoder? Is it lighting? Is it a laptop? Is it fridge? Is it a phone? What is this essential and critical loads that we have? Is it cooking? Okay. Or is it a complete set of everything that are critical to us as a person? So by determining what is critical, then we can actually determine what is the total connected load for our critical and essential loads that we have. It could be 400 watts, 600 watts, 800 watts, or 1000 watts, depending on the power consumption of the essential and critical loads that you have in your house. And already we've been told that the energy will not be there for 6 hours. There will be load shedding for 6 hours. Or in technical terms, there will be load management in 6 hours of the day, whether it's as a lump sum or spread over the 24-hour period of the day. We don't know yet. So, but if we take the 6 hours, then we are saying for a 400 watt load, you need 2.4 kilowatt hour of energy, or you need 2.4 units of energy to see you through the 6 hours before power is restored or before energy is restored. Or if it's 600 watts, then you need 3.6 units. If it's 0.8 kilowatt or 800 watts, then you need 4.8 units or 4.8 kilowatt units. So again, the decision comes to you. You don't want a disruption in your normal life. You don't have your critical loads going off. So it depends on your budget now. Do you go for a standby system or do you go for a solar system? So that is a decision that has got to be made. So this decision will depend on your budget and also your critical loads. So we have got to find the optimal solution that balances the budget and also your critical loads. So we need to look at the second step. Once we know the energy that is needed, then we must go to the second step. In the second step, what we are saying is, on our side as North Voltage Engineering, you go for a standby system, which is upgradable in the future to a solar system. Because when we look at the two solutions, the standby system will be cheaper than a complete solar system. Okay. So in this case, you have got to make another decision now. You have got to visit your nearest solar energy company, or you have got to call your nearest solar energy company for professional consultants on the next option once you've established this. Or they'll be able to help you to establish the energy and power need that you must look at. So this is one aspect that is involved in energy audit, and energy audit has got to be done. So once you make this decision, you can also come to us. We can help you with this aspect. Then you have got to look at the possible solutions. What are the possible solutions? So on the possible solutions, if we look at a 0.4 kilowatt, for 6 hours, we need 2.4 units. Then what we are saying is on storage, you need 200 amp hour batteries. Or you can go for a 24 volts, 100 amp hour lithium. So this is just the storage aspect. You can also determine whether you go for gel or you go for lithium ion. This entirely depends on the budget. And also the inverter size will also will be determined by your load consumption and also your future, because you have got to plan. You put this system in the future. If your load goes up, are you able to add without changing your inverter that you install now? Okay. So if we look at the scenario 4.6, scenario 4.8, we see that from 100 we move to 150, we move to 200 amp hour in sizes of 2. And then from us, we say, from our experience, you can go for a 3 kVA. A 3 kVA system can actually handle most of the residential loads, provided there is no additional water pump that is involved. But of course, this is the estimate and from our experience. So you also need professional consultants to actually determine what is the custom system that you need. So once that is done, then you can actually now look at what is the cost of the system. Of course, you can look at different suppliers. Different companies have got different prices. But then once you have professional consultants' help, you'll be able to have an understanding of what each of the battery type is capable of, what each of the inverter type is capable of. For an example, with inverters, we've got transformer-based inverters and non-transformer-based inverters. Once you have got all that information, then you can make a decision. Okay, now, since on our side, we actually deal with this system, we are actually able to show one of the solutions that we have actually done and implemented for a client. So this is a 3 kVA system. That is our brand. Of course, we supply other brands depending on what is needed. But this brand has been so far the most cost effective because it's not on the higher side, it's not on the lower side, and can actually do most of the intended purpose that is needed. So if in this case, you're able to see that we have got 2 batteries, 250 Ah, and a 3 kVA system. This is an example of an hybrid inverter just for backup. So it means we don't have the panels. So if such an arrangement is applicable for houses where there is utility or there is ESCO, of course, it can also be CEC supplied areas. It can also be Northwestern Energy supplied areas. It can also be Murungushi supplied areas. So you need to have an inverter and the batteries. So this is a possible solution. Of course, the battery size would change depending on the backup hours and also the energy that is needed. So in view of this, you can also have a complete solar system that is panels, inverter, and the batteries. So when this system was completed, we are able to have a system that has got solar panels. So you can see here, we have panels charging the battery and also giving a lot. So at this point, I leave you to just enjoy the bit of the information that is in this video.
This is our 3 kVA inverter connected with 2 batteries at 250 Ah, so which is 250 Ah at 24 volts. We also have input of the generator, standby generator, which we protect our inverter with the AVS13. This system powers the house, and we have solar panels to a maximum power of 1200 watts. So if you're interested in such a system for your new house, you can actually contact us on any of those numbers, and we'll be very happy to come to your aid.
So this is the message in this video, that of a system that we have implemented. So thank you very much. This is some of the information that would have wanted you to get before the 15th. You have got actually, today is the 3rd. It's the 3rd of December. You have got time to make a decision, time to look at the solutions, and also time to seek professional consultants. So if you want to come to us, if you want to get in touch with me, the head of the engineering team, you can actually send me an email at enochrudio1@gmail.com. If you want to send an inquiry to the company, then you can send an email to northvoltageinc@gmail.com. We are found on Facebook, that is North Voltage Engineering company page, where this video will be. We'll also be on YouTube, which is the YouTube handle that you are able to even find additional information to actually add to what you already know or what you learn in this video. So this is briefly what I had wanted to discuss, so that come the 15th of December, when load shedding starts, it's either you have got a solution in motion or you have got a plan based on the professional help that you have obtained from others. From the Noveng Z Power Engineering team, bye for now, and see you in the other videos that we'll be able to do and that we'll be able to share on platform. Thank you very much.